guys, Sith here, two-player Slayer, and we are showing off some of my prized possessions. First up, we got the one and only Cloud Strife. Go a little closer so you guys can check him out. Got this badass sword, the Buster Sword. I think they didn't color it in on this one, but they do have his materia in there, I would assume, because it's
Now,
not hollowed out. But
what is materia?
it is magic that they made with, correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but I guess it's Mako, how they pronounce it. And they use that, and they create these little materia that they use magic with. And we have, like fire, ice. And I got these little ones, little polygon guy, the original Final Fantasy look, the old school.
Yeah, the classic.
Where it all started.
Yeah,
And he's tiny too. Like he's really small. I don't have a banana for scale, but we got this cloud for scale. He's about 9 inches, 10 inches, something like that. So kind of pull it back a little bit more so you guys can see the full view, so you can see the scale of these. These were like from a trade-in box set, and it came with like all the characters. Well, the main characters. But that is Cloud. He's very, very grumpy.
yes, he's got some, definitely some issues.
Yeah, he's got a lot of mental issues, which is something that should definitely be taken care of if anybody has that. And he struggles with that. But this is another Cloud variant. He is from the Kingdom Hearts series. I thought he was pretty badass looking. I played Kingdom Hearts 3, but I didn't really get into Kingdom Hearts, so I don't really know it too much. But I thought he was pretty cool. His base is still attached, but I thought he was pretty awesome looking.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is pretty awesome. I beat that one.
Yeah, I actually have a couple pieces that were from Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. Alright, so...
And then I got this one and only that came from a friend of ours. She sent me this kit that she found, and you put this together. It's a Buster Sword. And it has other pieces where you could do his other variants. Because you could take them all apart, and it has all the different variants of his swords that he has, but I can't really figure out how to do it. So the Buster Sword it is.
Nice.
And this thing has got some weight on it, so
don't
drop this on your foot, because
yeah, it's definitely heavy.
whew, that would do some damage, man.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the kind-hearted, beautiful Aerith. Go a little closer so you guys get the detail. So pretty cool. There's like a bunch more of these like figures that I want to get, but it adds up.
Now, didn't they like call her was it Ares or something in one of the games or something like the American
I think
version?
the American version was Ares. So there's a big debate in the gaming world for Final Fantasy on the correct name for her. But it was started out, I believe, as Aerith, and then I think it was Americanized to Ares. Which, fun fact, if you guys don't know, in the original game, which they believe they had fixed in the digital version when they re-released it on like the PS4, but the original game, there was a typo in a part with her. When you go back to her hometown and you talk to some like NPCs like in the tunnel, he's sick, and you like try to help him, and there's actually there's a typo in the American version.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure they fixed it, but here's the little set, so you can see the size difference. Then again, the polygons. Little Aerith one from the original version. I don't have a big statue of Tifa, so we'll include Tifa into this because they're like buddies. Even though they have the same love interest, they're buddies. Don't hate on me, people. You shippers. Lillian Aerith. Aerith does not like to stand up too well. I think it's her ponytail. She's like a little back heavy. But here's another Tifa. You see the difference they did too with the outfits between the original game and then the remake? They changed it up.
Oh yeah.
Even Aerith, they kind of like changed their dress a little bit, but for the most part, it's like the same.
Yeah. They you should like once we do the video, you can probably you have a couple of other statues up there that you can't really move, but maybe you can like film them separately and kind of
Yeah, I
clip it
might
in.
take like the camera and just bring it over here because I have these two actually. Oh, these two
Yeah. So maybe.
are very hard to move around, and one of them I accidentally broke his stand moving him around, and I glued it and threw some tape around it or whatever, tried to hold it together. It's been holding, but I get nervous moving it because Barrett's very heavy. It's those posable like figures that you can get off of Square Enix's site. So he's a pretty heavy guy, you say. But speaking of Barrett, the badass Barrett.
Yeah. He's got a gun arm.
Oh yeah, look at that thing. And then a couple other more of the little polygons. I got Reno, which Reno and Rue together are like hilarious. They have to be together, or it's not the same. They're really, those characters are really good. They're always going after Aerith. Poor Aerith. There's Red 13. He's a pretty cool character. He's very intelligent.
Now, is he like a dog, or is he like a wolf or something, or is
I
he
think it's implied
like
more
a
of
shape changer or something?
I think he's implied more like a wolf, because he howls and stuff too. But I don't know if they ever really, never really looked into him. So I'm not sure if they really ever like pointed that out. But I think he's more implied to be like a wolf.
Oh, right. Cool.
At least I think so anyway. But and now the whole Aerith and Tifa, I got this book finally. Traces of Two Paths. I have not read it yet. I'm typically not a book reader, but I try, and I end up not doing it. I try to do a lot of things that I end up not doing because I don't know. I get sidetracked way too much. So, but this was a pretty popular book, so I had to get my hands on it. And I got it on sale. Thank you, Amazon. All right. So next we got the awesome enemy, who actually was not an enemy at first. I guess. I mean, it worked with Shinra, and Shinra's not really like innocent, but he didn't have bad intentions at one point. But look at this thing.
Yeah,
It's got this
cool
long ass fucking sword. He takes up a lot of space. The good thing about this statue is that if he had a wing, because sometimes he has the one wing, I wouldn't have anywhere to put him.
Yeah.
Because it takes up a lot of space. But even like the hair.
Yeah. I think I got that one for you, right?
Yeah.
It was one of the ones that I was really happy buying because it's like the detail on it was really amazing.
Monkey got me this. It was for
Christmas, yeah. I remember that.
A couple of years ago?
Yeah.
About a couple of years ago, because it was after Remake had came out.
Yeah.
I think it was like Christmas right after Remake came out, because it came out in like April. But here's a little closer for him. And the super, super massive long sword. And I do have...
That sword would be called an Odachi.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that stuff. Monkey knows about all that stuff. He loves like the samurais and ronins, ninjas. But the same with him was from that trade-in set. You get all the little ones. And then the old school, the OG version. Pretty badass.
Yeah, it's cool how they made them look like the the game back then. It's a cool.
Yeah, they have more coming out actually for based from like the characters that they had added in Rebirth. I saw that on some site and I'm like, ooh. So I'm like sitting there like added more to my list of things that I'm gonna not order. But I'm gonna window shop a lot of them. But there's these, and he's very, very, very small compared to him. He's probably, I'd say Cloud is probably about 9, 10 inches. He's probably about 11, 12,
Yeah.
I'd say. And the sword's probably like 15, you know. That's a joke. All right, so I have some steelbook, or a steelbook, and a couple games and some, you know, random movies like Blu-rays and stuff that I had bought. And then also one thing that I forgot to show while I was showing off Sephiroth was this ring. Now it didn't come from anywhere official, but it's actually real silver. Pretty sure the stones in it are not real, but it is supposed to be Sephiroth's. Let me just go a little closer for you guys. It's supposed to be Sephiroth's wing. See the little stones in there. It's silver. So that's it on. I never wear it anywhere because I feel like this wing would, the point of it will get caught in everything and I break. Knowing me, will break it. So that stays right in here on display until I find a better way to display it because it kind of blends in. And this monkey found for me on eBay. Nice and clean, but the Final Fantasy VII, the original game, but, oop, glare. Japanese imported. Try to get it with not too much of a glare. It's very shiny.
Yeah, that thing's in such good shape. The inside is like mint.
Yeah. It's very, very clean. The disc doesn't even have a single scratch on it. Like, this thing is, like, completely, like, mint. The only, like, thing, it's, like, it didn't have a plastic wrap around it. But it obviously came from, like, someone who's a collector.
Yeah, it's in really, really good shape. The guy who I purchased it off of wrapped it in bubble wrap, put it in a bag, and then put it in a box and put like, extra padding in the box. But he also, even inside of the case, he put little pieces of bubble wrap so the books didn't bounce around inside of the case. He was very, very particular.
Yeah, look how clean that book is. It's like there's not even a crinkle. It probably never was removed from here.
I purchased that because I actually bought a imported version of Gran Turismo from him, and I was so impressed by how good the quality was and how well he shipped it. I went in to see if they had any stuff that she would be interested in, and that's how I found
He
that.
found that one, and I was like, you know what, grab it, because like trying to find like a really good one, the black label ones, those like rare ones, it's like they're so expensive, and most of them are already graded, so now they're asking even more money, and I'm like, so we got that at a really good price. And I was like, I'll take it because I just wanted it, just something to put up on my shelf with the rest of my stuff and say that now I could say I own it. So then I bought this, the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the complete edition, but this is just the basic Blu-ray.
That's animated, right? Like an animated cartoon.
Yeah. Yep, animated. It came with the disc in the digital version, and I put the digital version in on Vudu, which I haven't checked since then, but when I put it through, they only apparently had a Japanese version, not an English version. So I was a little sad that I had to use the disc, but that's okay. But then they came out with the 4K Ultra HD.
Ooh.
So I had to go and buy that. Which this has actually never been opened. It's still sealed because, again, I have it digital even though I don't understand what they're saying. And then while I was on that whole kick of buying 4K Ultra HD videos, I bought the Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive. Just because. Kind of had to add it in. 15 actually was a pretty good game, so.
Yeah, I liked 15. It's actually the only Final Fantasy I've actually beaten.
And then
I have Platinum on PlayStation too.
Yep. I platinumed that one, and then I also platinumed the original Final Fantasy VII, but I have not platinumed Remake. I tried hard mode. I love the games, but I suck at them, so.
Hey, at least you're honest.
But then I got this steel book when I got the deluxe edition for Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'm going to be working on getting the Rebirth version. It's sold out everywhere. I waited too late. But I will get it one of these days. I'm just going to wait until the game comes out. And also that came with that deluxe edition was this. It's the art book. I haven't really opened it too much. I don't want to crease it too much, so we'll kind of give you a little idea what's in there. I have a lot of books, guys. There's more books actually I want to get because there's a few that I haven't gotten yet. I have like a little Amazon list going strictly for Final Fantasy stuff. So anything Final Fantasy VII related, I start throwing it in there on Amazon. So I try to get everything off of Amazon, even though I hate Amazon. But this is the World Preview book.
You're lucky we're not putting this on Twitch.
Talking all this crap about Amazon. You know, Amazon would be fine if they could just, you know, be a little more straightforward on when they're delivering things, and if their drivers would actually put them where they're asked to put things, because that gets frustrating. They put it in the most random places, and they get stolen, kicked, stepped on, you know, tripped over, who knows. But a little idea what's in this book. It's got some cool stuff in here, some cool information, which it's in English. And this one comes from a author, M.J. Gallagher. I don't know if you guys heard of him, but he does a lot of these type of books based around like the Norse myths around Final Fantasy, because they use a lot of Norse and Greek mythology and stuff that's inspired the game. So he makes these stories based off of it, which again, it's another book I have not read. I am not good at this. I don't read books usually, so. Which there is another book that I think was from him. It's that white one down there.
This one?
No, the smaller one. That one. I got this. It was from KupoCon. I believe it was from the same. Yep, M.J. Gallagher. This one I kept it in the plastic, but it was another book, and it's about Nibelheim incident. So for those who have played the game will know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you've never played the game before, I'm not going to tell you. You'll find out soon enough if you're going to get Rebirth. And then one book I actually still have my little makeshift bookmark in here. It's a set of coupons, but I actually kind of started reading this one and then never got back to it. But it's Final Fantasy On the Way to a Smile. And this one is based around all the characters from Advent Children and kind of like digging in the backstories of them, things that were happening and stuff, because there was a couple, you know, some new characters and stuff that they had brought in on that. And then this one is, sorry, backwards. This is the Japanese version of it. So as you can see, their books are different, but I got it because it's hardcover. This one didn't have a hardcover. So see how it's like opposite? Because their books are read in a different direction from ours, but it's pretty cool because like all the Japanese writing in there and stuff. So I got those two to go together.
Did I find this one too?
Yes, this was another eBay find. The Final Fantasy VII Remake Ultimania book, which they don't. I looked, I haven't found anything, so I'm pretty sure that there's not a single English version of this book, which is sad. Makes me sad.
That one's not even open. It's like
no, it's still sealed in the original packaging from, and it was imported. It's
Yeah.
heavy as hell.
Yeah, that was a good find, that one.
But they do have another one that's coming out for Rebirth, which, same thing. I'm assuming it's not going to release in English at all. Another book, which I was very disappointed with Amazon, because when you're trying to collect things, the last thing you want is any kind of bends or crinkles or any kind of damage on the books. And I went through hell trying to get this exchanged, and it didn't work out. So I kind of just gave up. But otherwise, it's in pretty good shape. But this one is the Material Ultimania, which is another heavy ass freaking book. You'll take your foot out with it. And we'll just give some quick information, show you guys what's in there without increasing it too much, but it kind of goes in and breaks down a lot of the information from their designs. And another book I haven't read, but I don't want to bend them or crease them any more than they already are. And then this was another eBay find. I've been trying to find this thing since the 2000s, I'd say, the late 2000s, because mine from the 90s, from 97, fell apart. But the official Final Fantasy VII strategy guide, you guys remember these books?
Oh yeah, I used to have those.
The Braided Games strategy guides.
And Pixmo used to make them too.
And I found this off of a seller, and they left some paper clips inside the book, but it's in pretty decent shape, and for the price and stuff, it was definitely worth buying, because these are not easy to find. They're soft cover, and it's a long time ago, and probably back then people didn't appreciate this stuff as much as they do now. So if anybody was like me and my brother, their book probably fell apart, pages fell out. I was missing pages in my book. It was completely destroyed, so it probably got tossed when we moved. And so it was cool to find this. It's not in the best shape, but it's in good enough, because it's old. It's very old.
Cool. So I think that's about all, right? That other than the stuff that you're not going to move, you're going to pop in later.
Yeah, there's a couple things. Like I said, these two here, I do not want to move, but it's I will do a separate video for that and show you guys those. So this is my Final Fantasy stuff for now. If you saw my wish list, you asked me where the hell am I putting it all, because
yeah, we need more
realistically, there's no more room in this bedroom for anything else.
We definitely need more room for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But
I don't know where we're gonna put my full-size sim setups.
Yeah,
we may have to get rid of the bed and sleep in those, cause
yeah, the bed's gotta go. We're gonna sleep on the floor, I guess.
Well, we can sleep in the sim setups.
Oh, in the sim setups?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're gonna sleep in the sim
They'll
setups.
have respawn chairs now.
Yeah, we're gonna sleep in these respawn chairs.
Well, they're gonna have respawn chairs in the sim setups.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So, well, that is it for this episode.
Well, thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
And make sure you watch the next episode, which will be me with Soulsborne stuff.
Yep, Soulsborne will be the next up on the list, and keep an eye out for that. And don't forget to follow, like, share, tweet, retweet, all the above, because we're on everything. So whatever social you're on, do exactly what needs to be done. Bye. Hi guys, I am back. Sith Chick from Two Play Slay. I had a couple other figures that I wanted to show off, but I didn't. I have to slowly move them because his base is broken. So, and this one, it's got a little thing that's just balancing, and if it falls, I'll sit here and fight with it to get it to balance again. So I had to be very gentle with these two. So I had to make a separate video. But these are those I believe they call them the Play Arts from Square Enix Final Fantasy figures. Barrett from the remake. So this is the remake version. And then I have Rufus, who somebody is now calling me. That's gonna have to wait a second. This is Rufus from Final Fantasy VII, but from Advent Children. So they're pretty massive. He's very bulky and he's very heavy, hence why his base broke because I tried moving him and I picked it up the wrong way and the thing on the back snapped off. So I think I'm gonna buy better stands for them. But here they are, all in their glory and their beautiness. I got him from Monkey. It was Christmas?
I think so.
It was like Christmas, birthday, it was one of those. Probably was Christmas, but that's how I got him. He's pretty cool. This big gun arm.